So we are today debating under the motion that this House believes that advertising is harmful. And we have government, team number 1, Elizabeth and Esther. And we have team number 2, Dain, Frodo, Jenny. So without further ado, I would like to first call from the first speaker to the podium. Here.
Advertising is harmful. This motion is talking about advertising on TV or computer has many bad points, and it is harmful. Nowadays, many advertisement is shown on TV and computers, but most of the advertisement is overreacting. Our goal is to make advertisement decrease and to let know people that advertising is harmful. My first argument is there are many untrue facts in advertisement. My second argument is we could be addicted. My last argument is that advertising can distract us. My reason to my first argument is advertising have to make people be impressed and make them buy the product. So the advertising can be overreacted. And there is even PI advertisement. PI advertisement is, for example, if the business wants to advertise about Shopify, the business will not just show the product, it will first let know people how their business is kind. Like if the business is Orient, for example, there will be Orient workers doing servings and Islam or orphanage. Their goal is to give good image of Orient, and at the end of the advertisement, the words will say Orient Shopify. So they do wrapped up advertisement. Did the advertisement say the product's good point? No. Did the advertisement say what to do when there is problems? No. So it just makes us waste money. My reason to my second argument is if people watch many advertisements, they could be addicted. Do you know couch potato? Couch potato is always sitting in couch watching TV while eating potatoes. Many couch potatoes are addicted in advertisement. So it means there are many unnecessary advertisements that makes people be addicted, and there are even advertisement that repeats 5 to 6 times, even more. So advertisement can make people couch potatoes and be addicted in TV. My third reason to my third argument is when we are doing something really important on the internet and advertise come up and hit all the important things we are doing, we feel angry or even sad. And some advertisement is electricity and bad. So to sum up, as I said at first, there could be wrapped up advertisement and PI advertisements. Second, people could be addicted. Third, there could be bad advertisement and it could distract us when we are doing things. So in a conclusion, I agree on the idea of advertising is harmful. Thank you.
Speaker spoke for 3 minutes and 7 seconds. Now I would like to call upon the Deputy Prime Minister to the podium. Here.
First, I would like to rebuttal the opposition. Opposition said which object when we saw advertising, we can know which object about is better, but we think we can see false advertising. Example, 신라면 black with 장혁 do that advertising that said 신라면 is good to health, but it's false advertising. So news said this advertising is false advertising. So I think object argument is not right. Moving on to my argument. First, customer can't communicate with advertising. Advertising is only literal, so customer can use something want to know. Second, company can get data. Example, how many people buy this object, how many people see this advertising. It's harm to company too. 3. Companies can, if company is harmed by advertising because if company advertising about weak in Korea, weak to need weak person is not many. So if company give money in there, that advertising is harm to company. To sum up, my first argument is customer can communicate with advertising, and second argument is company can get data, and three argument is company get harmed. Thank you for listening to my speech.
Thank you.
I agree on the motion of this House believes that advertising is harmful. I would first like to rebut to the opposition. Opposition said we could have information, but many of the information are untrue. Now I would like to move on to my argument. My first argument is there can be bad happenings to people, because if peoples are believed in advertisement and bought the product and the product doesn't work, it is customers' fault. No, it is advertisement's fault for not introducing the product. To sum up, as we said earlier, the advertisement can have fake facts and consumers can have bad points. And also it makes people be addicted. It also can distract people from doing things. For example, if you're doing some games on computer online, if the advertisement comes up and it can hide all the computer screen, then the player will be very angry. Also, being addicted by advertising is when we become addicted, we cannot do anything else but to watch advertisement. And because of the advertisement, we cannot concentrate on real things we have to do. So in conclusion, I agree on the motion of this House believes that advertising is harmful. Thank you.
First vote for 1 minute and 36 seconds. Now I would like to welcome the last speaker of the opposition to the podium. Here.
I don't agree. This House believes that advertising is harmful. First, I'll rebuttal of government's arguments. First, government says if computer screen the advertisement is advertisement, people will angry, but advertisement is needed for our society because advertisement type is two types. First, we have public service advertisement, and second, we have commercial message. Government says commercial message is false, but how about public service advertisement? I'll say my own argument. Public service advertisements have many advantages, but we took three advantages. First advantage is one of campaign ceremony that utilize function of communication for develop our society and community. Second, public service advertisement make government and campaign advertisement and commercial message. Third, public service advertisement influence about society and it made the pillar of the state. I agree. Commercial message have disadvantages, but commercial message have advertisements too. First, commercial message is made for a company. Company should advertise things so the company's fame will high. Second, company can get benefit. The object can get good image. Also, consumer can get information. Then, we killing three birds with one stone. Thank you.
Speakers go for 2 minutes. Welcome debaters. Now we would like to start the second round of this tournament. And we are debating under the motion that this house would regrets the teen idols. So, rise of the teen idols. So without further ado, I would like to first call on the Prime Minister of the government to the podium here. Chief Prime Minister to the podium here.
I'm going to rebuttal about the opposition side. Opposition side said that they go idol concerning they're active on club activities, and they said they can advertise our country, but some celebrities make many crimes, and if they make crimes, then it can also drop down our Korea image, and makes music more popular. That makes customers to spend more money to buy albums, and if they have to listen more music to rank up their fan celebrities, so it is wasting time of students, so it's not helpful for them. Coming to my argument, teenagers are important period to give form to their self, and they have responsibility to study. I know if they control themselves very well, it doesn't matter. However, it doesn't usually happen. Teenagers are widely excited to them and try to follow them because they think they don't have big difference with teen idols. Then naturally students can concentrate on education. Not only teenagers, even though they are idols, they are also students too. They have to study basic things, but if they live in idols, they are busy for living in idol. So they can study even basic things. Celebrities represent our country, so celebrities are very important. But if our country's celebrities are stupid and has no knowledge, it's very shy things. So teen idols have to study basic things first and come out to an idol. Second, teenagers are time to search jobs and making their future. However, if they decided and became an idol early, they don't have any chance to find more proper jobs for them. Government can lose wonderful talent, and they are too young to choose their jobs. Lastly, celebrities succeeded a lot because of actor. Even though adult idols and celebrities are tired of actor and got lots of stress. But if teenagers face with this problem, it's more harder and painful for teen idols to endure. Even though when they stop idol work, their life will be hurt because people will recognize them, blame them, and say harsh and rough words to them. Their life will be darker. These are the reasons why I strongly agree about this motion. Thank you.
For 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Now I would like to call on the first speaker of the government before you hear here.
First, I want to talk about what the opposition side said. The opposition side said idol is just a hobby, but it's a job for them, and the idols are really busy because of performances. And they said that they can increase the teamwork, but you can increase the teamwork by another ways. My first argument is that the idols might give bad examples to the kids by wearing inappropriate clothes on, and the kids might wear those clothes when they're not the right age to wear them. For example, like the skirts or the dresses that are too short. My second argument is that the kids won't be concentrated on their homework and studying because of buying new albums, clothes, and going online to get new information about the idol. For example, they get in trouble from their parents for not studying. My third argument is that kids only know the idol, but the idols don't know us. So it's a big waste of time because you can become an idol when you become an adult. So that's why I agree on the motion. This house regrets the rise of teenage idols. Thank you.
Before moving to my arguments, I have some rebuttal to the government side. PM said teenager wastes so much money and time to their favorite idols, but with this, if they can release stress with them, I think it's okay. And they said, and second rebuttal is with idol trends, personality is decreased, but it's not true. Every people don't like same idols. Some people like Big Bang, and some people like Beast, and some people like 소녀시대. So I think we can make different personality with them. And government says that we can increase the teamwork with another way, but teenagers have many chance to increase the teamwork. But with teen idols fan club, we can increase the teamwork the easy way. And moving to my argument, these days, many teenagers have smartphone and they enjoy internet. That they have no time to have hobby or talk with friends face to face, and communication is decreasing now. But with teenager idols culture, they will have some favorite idols and some good and they will have some story subject with that can talk with their friends. So I think the teen idol is good, and I want to sum up our argument. First, we said we can advertise Korea, but they said some idols do crimes, but I think that they are some minors. Many, for example, these days K-pop is very popular, so Korea became known to many people like Europe or Indonesia like this. And second argument is make music more popular, and third argument is idol cultures make fandom and can increase teamwork. And fourth argument is the teenager can think about their future with after saw the idols and oh, I want to be a singer like this. And last argument is give teenagers story subject. With these reasons, we oppose with this motion. Thank you.
For 4 minutes and 1 second. Okay, we all know debaters as well, so I would like you guys to stand up and shake hands with each other. There's a motion that if it is possible, this house would duplicate the human beings. So without further ado, I would like to call up the first speaker, Prime Minister, to the podium. You're here.
I think duplicate is mixing people a lot with high technology, and humans can think and do it clearly. And these days, lots of people want to duplicate human beings. Move on to my argument. First, when they upgrade duplicate, they can create great person. Like parents may give special ability to their kids what they want. This means government can have great people to work for their society and country. Second, when some people sick and they have to change their internal organs, if we would duplicate human beings, they can change from their duplicators. For example, the movie Island, this movie can duplicate human beings like internal organs, transplantation. They change internal organs to their real body. So I think we may duplicate human beings. They make rule about duplicate human beings. Like they have limit about duplicating and don't make it for bad behavior. When we keep these rules, if it's possible, government would duplicate human beings. To sum up what I said, first I said when they upgrade, duplicate, they can create great person. Second, when some people sick and they have to change their internal organs, parents can change people can change from their duplicators. Thank you.
Before moving to my argument, I will rebut PM. And PM said that they can create great person, but then better that the humans dream has no end. Now moving to my argument, if we duplicate human or illegally, the duplication that can be confusion of society, and it can be crime, abuse. For example, duplicate person have same iris with the real person, and they rob the house or steal things too easily, and so then the incorrect victim can be 죄를 덮고 씌우다, and so we do not agree of this motion. Thank you.
First, I'm going to rebut about opposition side. He said country will be developed, but I don't know how duplicate human can help to our country, and they can cause crime, and they can also ruin the country and make our society crazy. And birth rate cannot be solved because they are not coming out by their moms and father's love, and even though they solve the problem with by duplicate human, they are not real human now, so they are not considered with real human, so it's not considered with a birth rate problem. Moving to my argument, movie Island treats duplicate human beings. In the movie, duplicate human things and worry about their life. So in the movie, duplicate human can feel emotions too. They can feel happiness, sadness, and they can express their feelings. Even though they were duplicated, they were humans too. We can't use duplicate human by just only our own necessity. It's too 이기적. So duplicate human has human rights too. And people can recognize well about life precious because a person died and there is no duplicate human. Others can feel a person's necessity and think about a person more, but if there is a duplicate human, they don't feel like precious and can't feel empty side of a person because duplicate human exists and fill out empty space of a person. For example, if we are lacking water, we will realize necessity of water and thankful about water's existence. But if water always come out, we don't know the precious of water. It's same as this example. That's why I strongly agree this motion. Thank you.
Okay, the speakers spoke for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Now I would like to call on the government representative here.
First, I will rebuttal by opposition side. First, opposition side says in movie duplicate human include their life, but 이기적이다. But it is not 이기적. It's individual choice. We can consider individual choice. Also, if we consider individual choice, people haven't any free in society. It will be gloomy. And I'll move my argument. First, human cloning is one of method of breeding. Opposition side said low birth rate is not scope of human cloning, but low birth rate. Human cloning. If we do human cloning, human rate will very higher than before. So our society, one of big problem our society is low birth rate. So we can solve this problem of human cloning. Also, if we solve low birth rate, It it will urging society. It will be done urging society. Then I'll summarize our opinion. First, we should duplicate. We should duplicate human beings. So first argument is low birth rate is lower, and secondly is individual choice. Thank you for listening my opinion.
Okay, thank you. The speakers for 3 minutes and 9 seconds. Now I would like to call from the last speaker of the opposition group.
First, I'm going to talk about what the government side said. The government side said that my side said that the movie was that it isn't, and it said you can't use it. You can't really use, like, you can't use it, and so I think the government side understood it wrong. And moving on to my argument, the first argument is that the duplicated human being can be in trouble because they can do bad things. For example, the duplicated human being could kill a person and come back to its own, and the real person could go to jail for no reason. The second reason is that the duplicated human being is not much help because you can do things by yourself if you try. For example, Nick, she went through all those bad and good experience, even though he doesn't have arms and legs. And to sum up, first I said duplicated human can be a trouble, and second I said duplicated human being is not much help. So that's why I disagree on this motion. If it is possible, this House would duplicate the human being.
Now I would like to call upon the Prime Minister to the podium here. Ready, you may start.
The government said agree the motion discussed will duplicate human beings. Before moving on to my argument, now I start with mine. I think duplicate human beings is not like the people who look same. We think that the people who have same organs. These days, we can do duplicate human beings if it's real possible in future. We want to duplicate human beings. Our goal is make people have happy life. Moving on to my argument, I have two arguments. First, duplicate human beings is very useful. If someone has heart organs or disease, duplicated humans can give their organs to heart people. For example, there was a couple in California and they have a daughter who got 백혈병. They think if new baby will born, they will do same to daughter and new baby. Second, it will be able to clinical demonstration. These days, people make cosmetics after tested cosmetics with animals, like mice. But animals and people are different, so tested cosmetics with animals can cause rejection to people If we have duplicated people, they have same skin with people, so it will not cause rejection. To sum up what I said, my first argument was duplicate human beings and use for organ transplant, and my second argument is duplicate human beings will be able to clinical demonstration. Thank you.
First, I would like to rebuttal the government said duplicating human being is useful, but if duplicating human is expensive, only some people is moving on to my argument. Firstly, duplicated human is life too. They don't know who am I and where am I. Everything. Their body is adult, but mind is young. They don't know why we're going to die. Why we're going to die. It's frustrated. And example, the movie Name of Island, they duplicated humans escape the bunbu and they live by real human. Secondly, it will be expensive. Customer will be rich. Expensive. Customer will be rich. Today we have problem about 빈부격차, so only rich person can buy. It's not fair. If everyone buy duplicated humans, it's fair, but only few people buy duplicated humans. It's not fair. It's good to only few people. Duplicating humans didn't help middle class people and people of no money. To sum up, first my argument is duplicated human is life too, and secondly, it will be expensive. Only some customer will be only some people will be good. Thank you for listening to my speech.
First, I would like to rebut the previous speaker. Previous speaker said, who am I? And they are useful, but it can be expensive. But we cannot be sure it will be expensive. And the body is adult and Chongqing is baby. I think it's not real. Body is adult and maybe humans will duplicate the Chongqing too, and they will be same person. And moving on to my argument, first, we can use as soldier. We have many words and we need many soldiers. If we duplicate some people, we can use them with hard work. There are many hard work that we don't want to do that, and duplicated human should do. Duplicated human is no right to say they're thinking because they are made for only our necessary. So they're okay to have same rights as animals. For example, have you ever saw Doctor Who? There is a male character named Mickey, and he is duplicated by some Mason villains. And duplicated humans should do
to live only making like everything that human order. And my second argument is we can live forever. We can make a new body and duplicate memory. We can live forever. To sum up what I said, we can make them hard work and we can live forever. Thank you.
I disagree on the motion of it is possible this house would duplicate human beings. First, I would like to rebut the government. Government said it is not sure it will be reached, but it is duplicating humans. Surely many technology will be needed, so the percent of being rich is a lot bigger than being cheap. Now I'll move on to my argument. First, to duplicate human, it costs lots of money. Second, if there are many same people in the world, surely troubles could happen. My reason to my first argument is that to duplicate human, it will be cost lots of money, so there could be no strong reason why to duplicate human beings. My reason to my second argument is that if many people are in the world, first we may not be able to know who is who and who is who. Also, if we do human duplicate too often and many times, no one will die. And what will happen? People will be too much to live on earth. And if that happens, no new person will be born and same people will be living over and over again. And lastly, it would be not holy to gods because some of the people or many of the people believe gods give birth to humans. I know science technology is not bad and I agree to continue developing, but I don't think it is right to use towards life and human. So to sum up, I first said it will cost lots of money. Second, it will be hard to know who is who and people will be too much in the world and people will never die. Lastly, it will not be holy to God. So, in conclusion, I disagree on the motion of it is possible this house would duplicate human beings. Thank you.
Before moving to my arguments, I want to rebut. Opposition side that duplicates human is expensive, but if people have some disease or some clinical problem that is connected with life, so I do not think it's expensive, too expensive to save life. And they said there will be many people and we don't know who is he or her, and same people will live forever. Live forever is, we just have some possibility, it's not surely, oh no. We have some 저출산 problem, so we think we can solve this problem. Now moving to our arguments, there are some infertility problem, and some people can't artificial fertilization, so they can't have baby. But if we can duplicate a person, they can have babies, so they can have some children. And there are some homosexuality couple. If they love each other so much, but they can't have baby with them. If we duplicate a person, they can have babies, so they can live together. And I want to summarize our team's argument. First, if the person have bad organs or some disease, we can solve this problem with the duplicated people. And second, we can give them some hard work so we can increase the society and we can do some better work. And third, we can do the exact clinical demonstration because animals are different with people. Fourth, we can live forever. Fifth, we can solve the infertility problem. Thank you.
First, I would like to report to the government. Government said if parents who don't have baby, they print a book so they got baby, but baby is life. The parents born baby tired naturally, but that baby is born by technology of scientists, so it's not right. Moving on my argument, mating duplicated human is just unethical. We born by parents, but duplicated human is born by technology of scientists. They are same with our fun. It's they are right being penetrated. To sum up what I said, what we said first, duplicated human is life too. Second, it will be expensive, so it's just good to reach the person. Third, mating duplicated human is expensive. Fourth, if same person is many, we can have many problems. Fifth, be not wholly to go. So in conclusion, I disagree this motion. Thank you for listening.
Okay, the speakers spoke for 1 minute and 41 seconds. Now, here all the debaters, shake your hands to each other. Okay. 4. Government. So the champion goes to Irene, Joyce, and Brenda. Okay. The reasons. We thought that PM really set up the debate well because she defined that the duplicated humans are only for the human necessities. And they said that their goal is they also told us what is their goal. And because they told us that the duplicated humans are not regarded as humans but only used for the human necessities, and we thought that all of their arguments were able to stand. For example, such as how it is going to be useful, like organ trade, cosmetic experiments, and how the soldiers and workforce and such things. The reason why these kind of arguments, although it was same arguments compared to the previous round, the reason why this argument stand in the round 4 was because they gave us and defined the motions, the characteristic of the duplicated humans. They're not shaking their arguments, they're not contradicting, they're rather giving a solid and hard stance. They're not looking at these duplicated humans as humans, but they're just using them for the needs. So we thought that government was able to give us the solid stance, while although the opposition was able to give us the good reasons as well, but we thought that, we thought that those kind of arguments were not that important compared to the government because they set up the debate well, such as how it can be expensive, but we thought that it was well rebutted by the government bit as well. And although I thought that it was kind of 아쉽다 for the government bit because you were giving a little bit shaky and 인공수정이랑 복제인간이랑 다르잖아. But and you said we can duplicate the babies, But like I got the questions like whose baby? 누구의 아기를 복제할 건지. You said that gay couples can like duplicate the babies, but there are no babies. Like gay couple 사이에서는 to begin with.
아이를 create하는 능력과 인간을 복제하는 건 different thing인데 그걸 헷갈려서 똑같은 것처럼 얘기했기 때문에 that was off topic, off motion.
But still, it was not contradiction, and we thought that PM and DP was able to give a solid argument, and that was the reason why we gave win to the government. Okay, so that's it.
네,
And yeah, I felt that opposition was able to give a good argument as well, but I felt that that was very lacking of explanation. You said that it is very unethical, but like you have to tell me why it is unethical. And you told that duplicated humans are humans, and you just like throw out the examples such as movie Island, but you have to tell me what happened in that like movie Island, right? So more explanation is needed if you want your arguments to stand. Okay, so that was the reason why we gave rubber movement, and yeah, well done.